oftentimes people who don't feel like they have power revert to this very sort of primitive, I think in terms of command and control, that kind of, it's the might makes right kind of mentality, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah, but you're talking about, and I want to go up the hierarchy. It's interesting. It strikes me just out of the gates. It's a little like Kohlberg's theory of moral development.
Very interesting that you mentioned Lawrence Kohlberg, formerly of Harvard University, because my approach to this hierarchy is basically I want to say a takeoff or let me use those terms, a takeoff of his. His approach was 7 steps of moral development, and without going into them, I realized as an educator that if people are going to remember things, it's got to be kept simple. So my entire Parenting Without Stress model is very, very simple, and hence I only use 4 categories, primarily the emphasis on having young people understand the difference between external motivation and internal motivation. So let me continue. Level A, anarchy, and level B, bossing or bullying, are unacceptable in any school, in any home. But notice there is a choice built into it, much the same way that there will be a choice built into the 2 higher levels, level C or level D. Level C I refer to as cooperation / conformity. Now, the reason why I differentiate the 2 is as follows. Cooperation is something which, in order to have a civil society, we must all participate in, obviously. But with teenagers, the peer pressure, the peer influence is so strong that some young people will conform to inappropriate behaviors because they want to be liked, they want to be fit in. Let me share with you how this works. There's a group of kids who smoke, and there's this other kid who wants to be liked by the kids who smoke. What's the easiest way to be liked by them? And the answer, of course, is to be like them. Right. Which is the reason why you'll see teenagers wear the same outfit, the same color, wear their baseball caps the same way because they want to fit in. There's this tremendous, almost natural urge to be fit in.
I love it. It's conforming to non-conformity. I love all the teenagers who have that extreme look, the spiked hair or whatever, and then you got other people conforming to the same non-conformity.
Exactly.
I love it.
So none of the kids who smoke will go up to this kid and say, "You want to join us? Here's a cigarette, smoke it." It doesn't work that way. The kid wants to be like the kids who do smoke, so the kid starts to smoke. That's external motivation, and that's the point to be made clear to young people. Once they understand that they may be doing things to be liked rather than what's the proper thing to do, when they have this terminology, it empowers them. Now, most of us live our lives on level C, but I want young people to realize the enjoyment that you get from doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, not because someone tells you to do it. And that takes us to level D. I call it democracy, not because kids in a home or kids in a classroom run the classroom. It's because democracy and responsibility are inseparable.
I love that.
You cannot have a civil society without people being responsible.
And I love the fact that you are empowering parents by teaching parents to empower kids.